If she has a high body count, why is she either weak-minded in the decision-making skills, or is she just foolish?
If I'm truthful about what my real body count is, I'm not really gonna get nowhere.
But do you think it's okay for them to lie about it? Because there's a lot of hoes that are getting married.
If she has 100 body counts, yo, I don't want to have this girl who had 100 other men.
In this video, we're gonna talk about if a woman's body count matters. Trust me, it's gonna be very interesting.
We think about it as, how many people do I have to share this girl with? You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is gonna be my wife, how many people am I really have I shared this girl with too? So if she has 100 body counts, a man might not be like, yo, I don't want to have this girl who had 100 other men. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has different thresholds. Another thing is gonna be like, if she has a high body count, why is she either weak-minded in the decision-making skills, or is she just foolish? And that plays a long part with the person that you're dealing with. That's the same thing if I was a guy and I was selling drugs and I kept going back to jail. And you're like, well, why are you keep on making the same mistakes? Or are you just foolish? So like, we look at that the same way for women who are just opening their legs for whomever it is. Is it a double standard where a girl could just have sex and not care about a guy? Yeah, you know why it's a double standard? Because for majority, it's unrealistic. Majority of women are not just gonna have sex with a guy and forget about him tomorrow.
Most times, it's so hard for a woman to go sleep with a guy she doesn't feel like, in the name of just sleeping with him, just having fun with him. You know, in that process of you having fun, you find yourself when you fall in love with him or when you have feelings for him. For the men, it's totally a different story. Sometimes they see their nyash, they see they have a nice body, they have big tits, they have this, you know, they all have reasons why they go sleep with those ladies. You can even find a man sleeping with a girl, but he's not loving her.
It's not fair to call a girl foolish for believing what a man tells her and having sex.
Yeah.
And
we're human, just like you.
It's an over and over process. If you have sex with one time, 2 times, 3 times,
but we're not dealing with the same person. So how do I know that this
game
person's gonna be on the same shit that this person was on?
The game don't change.
Who am I supposed to believe?
Or
am I not supposed to believe anyone?
But this is the man's side though. If you have to think about that and you keep getting fooled, as a man, I don't want to deal with that, because when you walk out this door away from me, I don't know where your mind is going. You can get fooled with any fucking thing. If you keep getting fooled out there, they can take everything.
I agree. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, I have some guy friends that know about my wholeness because like it's the boys and like I can open up to them and they open up to me and I know about like the games that they play. But I think for me, like I be playing the game back. Like you think I like you, but I really don't. I'm just trying to get and keep it moving. And
she can go to a guy, sleep with him, play, come back, play, come back. At the end of the day, she'll find herself having feelings for that guy. We women are created to know to sleep around with different guys. Because you can go to a guy in the name of getting money from him, just sleeping with him, having money. Then you come back, but you end up falling in love with him. This is why guys have a problem with body counts. They want to know how many guys you've slept with, and if this is the number, am I safe with you when I'm not around, when I've gone for safari? You know, am I going to find my woman the way I left her? That's why they're so concerned about the body count. If you know that it's shaming you or you don't want to talk about body count, there's no need for you to sleep with a lot of men. Just preserve yourself for that person who's going to marry you. Because we women, the more you sleep out with different guys, the more you lose the value. And when a guy finds out that you've slept with 100 men, 200 men, he'll feel like it's so easy for anyone. He won't be safe when you're next to his friends. He may think that you may sleep with them. And you can't believe we ladies, we don't care about men's body counts. Because you find a woman asking a guy, what's your body counts? The guy says, I've slept with 100 ladies. She'll feel so excited to know what was those ladies getting. She feel like, I also want to sleep with this guy to show other women that I'm better than them, which is very crazy for real. Like, I want us to use logic. When you go to buy a car, would you want a car you want to repair, or you'd want a new car without you putting the energy of repairing? This is what they want. They ask themselves a lot of questions. That's why they need to know what's your body count. Do you know how it feels to be moving with your man and men are pointing at you saying that, I slept with that girl, I slept with this girl, I slept with her, she's like this, she's like this. It's not a good picture for a woman your man to hear that.
That is different than, yes, I agree. You shouldn't believe everything a man says to you. You should get, in touch with the game. But not every woman is like that. Some women just want to be open and sexual, and that's okay. It's their body. If you don't want to be with them, then don't. They'll be with someone
But then
else.
don't lie about it.
Yes, don't lie about it. You feel like you're happy to sleep out with different guys. There's no need for you not to say the reaction number. Tell them I've slept with 200 men. There's no need to hide it. And I'm sure they're not happy with it.
Some women actually enjoy their sexuality. Like they enjoy, like having a good time just like men do. I'm not saying that that's okay. I'm not saying that that's my story. What I'm saying is some women actually like to go out, have a good time and think, you know what, I'm in the moment. I'm feeling this, the situation or this person or whatever. And they just might want to have sex. Why is it such a big deal? Like, you know how you feel when you do it. So why is it such a big deal?
But it's not, Jada, it's the continual, what we're talking about.
Like doing it constantly.
It's the continual process as if either you don't know that they're gaming you, or if it's okay.
But what if you don't care about the game?
If it's truly okay, then why are we hiding it? That's all that I'm saying.
Yes.
If it's just truly, if we're gonna delve into it, if it's truly okay, you don't have to not tell your friends.
But men are hiding it.
This is not what we're talking about. Though. We're talking about body count and why women don't say.
But you have people that are in the industry that literally hop from rapper to rapper to rapper, and they love it. It's like, oh, she gotta be that bitch because she gotta be because, and then they continue to do certain things for her. I'm not saying that for everyone, but I'm just trying to get a perspective.
It's a period of time. That's fun. That's like you just tricking on a hoe. I got a pretty hoe with me.
But they act like they're literally wifing them and buying them this,
they on ecstasy, they doing drugs, we on.
This girl in yellow, she looks like she did the whole thing. To cut the story short, men don't want women exclusively who slept out with everyone.
Wicca, it's euphoria. We at the beach. We having great fucking time. We fucking menaging. Yeah, I'm gonna act like I like you if you would have paid attention to when I was on last time. But they're getting married to
some of these people. I'm not gonna name drop, but of course, obviously, people are getting married to these people.
I seen a couple of these hoes getting married. I seen them. I know their names too. They don't last. Okay. It's only 2 or 3 of them. It's 3,000 hoes out there, and 3 is getting married. So you're talking about 0.001%.
But do you think it's okay for them?
They're not wifing them.
But do you think it's okay for them to lie about it? Because there's a lot of hoes that are getting married that they just don't know that they're marrying a hoe. They just don't know it. If they're not being honest with you about their body count, then they're not being honest.
But that's our point.
Y'all talking about a lot of hoes and
whether you know or not know. So it's important to hide it.
Yeah, what is y'all keep saying hoes and whores.
You got a hot body. We're talking about body count. A body count is
so are you guys considering these hoes and whores the girls with the high body counts? Because I can tell you right there, that's why they don't say shit. Right. Because why? Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. I totally agree with you.
And you don't know that they're whores.
No, yeah, because if I'm going to be considered a hoe, if I'm truthful about what my real body count is, I'm not really going to get nowhere. I could get wiped up and here you are talking about it ain't real. They gonna break up in 2 years. That's a hoe. He ain't really wife her. They get married all the time.
If I'm marrying you, right? When I talk to you, if I know I've been a whore, which I was, and I told my wife, I told her every fucking day. Okay? There was no holding nothing back. The very first week she met me.
So you didn't take to the grave.
I told my wife because I'm committing to her. I'm not telling my boys and all the rest of that type of shit. Now, if niggas is there, cool. That's a whole nother topic. I told my wife, right? The very next week, a dude came in and said, yo, don't fuck with him. He turns bitches out. He does this. He spend money. He does all this wild shit. And she said, he told me. It was nothing the man could say from that point.
Yes, he's true. There is no need for you to hide your body count. What if you hide it and he finds out? It's going to be a hassle in your marriage. So the best thing to do is to be open from the first place. Like when you meet like this, talk everything. Say everything you feel in your heart. And if he asks you your body count, you tell him, you give him a chance to decide whether he wants to stay or he wants to go. Because if he finds out that you've slept with a lot of men and he didn't want a woman who slept out with a lot of men, it's going to affect your relationship. Just be open with someone. You give them a chance to choose whether they want to be with you, whether they don't want. You can still get someone who's okay with it. Yeah. There's no need to hide. In a relationship with lies, it will never last.
So if you want to be real with your nigga, you would want to tell him, yo, my body count, I made mistakes, nigga. I went through a whole phase in 12th grade. I did this and I did that, because if you run into a motherfucker to leave, the last thing you want a man to do is be in love with you. And Rico says she's a fucking whore. It'll break your whole shit down. And all you had to do was tell him or put your dick on that same line that you want him to put it on and say, like, yo, this is what I did. Take me or don't take me. We will respect that, but you will lose a couple of niggas behind it. That's just what it is.
Let me give you a situation.
Okay.
Say I told my partner I have 10 bodies. Could be the truth, could be a lie.
Whatever.
No, you only have 2 bodies.
Some guy comes, tells them otherwise. Yo, this happened last month, blah, blah, blah. Maybe not last month. Let's say last year. I'm not a hoe.
Okay.
Last year, blah, blah, blah. I don't find no reason that my partner could come back to me and be like, so you didn't tell me about this? Because I told you I had 10 bodies. Now, did I give you a story for every single one?
No, I'm not looking for that.
But actually, that kind of it matters because if you guys train random, definitely you're done up.
But that occurs within girls' first 3 times. Shit happens when they go away.
But this is the problem, and this is what we're trying to say, right? Like, you know why or how it couldn't have been a problem is if you told him before y'all started dating.
Be straightforward.
Listen, I have 10 bodies. 2 of them was in the same time.
Yeah, but
and then what? And you give him.
But you worried about.
No, first of all, I would never ever let 2 guys hit at the same time. I think that is not okay. But if you are a woman that
no judgment zone, by the way.
I'm sorry, for me, the way I roll. But if I do have friends that are into that and they're with people who like to hook up with other people at the same time. So they found their match. They found someone who matched them on that sexual level.
Yep. You know how they did that?
They had to be honest about it.
Speak about it.
So let me just say, since you guys, wanted to come for me earlier, I told my boyfriend I had a whole phase at the age of 18 and 19. He told me he also had his whole phase when he did it. We don't need to get into detail about it, but I must say, I come from, a smaller town. He's from Queens. Okay. So I think it's different where if you guys grew up in the same town or in the same place and you guys still hang out with your friends from high school and she's lying on her body count and you guys are at a party and she had sex with like 3, 4, 5 different guys in the room and she never said anything, then I think that's disrespectful because I will never bring my man now in a room with guys that I know would be there that I hooked up with because I don't even want to put myself in that situation. So
can I just wanted to say something before I lost it. And this is no judgment to you, by the way.
Okay.
I swear.
I wouldn't even be offended.
Back in the day, we had a rule. We never trust out-of-town girls. Because out-of-town girls will be doing crazy shit in their town, and then they try to come into our town wholesome.
I agree.
And we used to be like, and we all, as a young man, we all bit the bait and say, yo, I got her. She's from such and such. Until you meet such and such from such and such.
And they be like, she was going to town.
Exactly. So like, I've seen, what happened?
She said, where's the small town that you're from, by the way?
No, but I don't think that would be the case with me, but I'm just saying, like, you have to, out of town, I definitely understand because that's how we would feel when we were at high school parties and a guy would bring, an out of town girl, we would be like, that girl's definitely a hoe. And then we would find out that she is. But you're grown, like, you're grown, like, time has, like, the same way that I hooked up with someone when I was 18, 19 years old is not even the same way that, like, I probably wouldn't even hook up with you at this point in my life. So it's like, why are you going to be worried about?
But it's not about that. What it is like, it's more so like for a man, we just want to know what we have. Like, just respect that. And my thing is,
the funniest thing of all is that if a woman wants to know that you're going to be for her, she asks your body count. If your body count is low, you're most likely about the relationship and sleeping around. But if it's high, she already know what to expect. But as a woman, why all love men with high body counts? Is it because now you can say that you had him too, like everyone else? And if you had him now, so you think you're better than others. In fact, that's one of the reasons why women don't care about body count.
Don't like is like when I try to tell, like all us men try to tell women what we're looking for, and y'all try to debate with us on what we looking for. All we want is for you to be honest. If you had a whole face at 18 or 19 and we're 25, fuck that 18, 19-year-old shit.
Exactly.
We're good.
But leave it up to
Exactly.
me to
But
make
yeah.
the decision. Don't con me or lie or front about this whole body count, knowing you already coming into the relationship lying.
Yeah, but I think
If you're gonna lie about
I
it, let's
agree.
not talk about
Yeah.
it. If you with a man and you talking about let's not
we
go there.
we gotta talk about it, bro. Because
What? But what
I'm
are you
bringing
gonna
it
talk
up.
about it
I'm
for?
bringing
Let me
it up.
ask you a question. What are
bringing
you
it
gonna bring it up for if all three of them just said they gonna lie?
nah,
I didn't say that.
but-
Oh, man, I'm
I
excuse
don't
me.
give a
I'm
fuck.
talking
You're
about
gonna
my
judge
ladies
me?
because I know this is.
My bad. I
This is
should have
like,
put you
I
in
don't
there.
give a fuck.
You know what girls do,
Jada.
but I ain't lying. I ain't got
Do you
nothing
think
to lie
girls
about.
lie about their body count though on some real shit?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, they
Okay,
do,
then,
and
so-
we just
so my-
that's
Oh,
fine.
yeah,
So my
like,
question to Rico
Now
is,
they're gonna be hoes and whores.
yeah, exactly.
so why you asking, Rico?
The way I would ask, because I don't ask for body count, I ask a very specific question.
What's that?
It's 2 parts. Did you have a whole phase, and did it consist of any threesomes with 2 males?
No and no is what she gonna
No,
say.
no. And
then
it
we're
could be
cool.
true.
And she's lying.
And it's true.
If she's lying,
She's lying.
if she's lying, there's a problem.
I'm giving an example.
No, that could be true.
I'm giving an example. If
This
he
is
was
how he's made to be the
talking.
bully on set. Because why does it always have to be some negative connotation?
Yeah, like she's lying.
Like with a female,
I'm
why does
giving-
she have to be lying
I'm giving
about
him the
having a two? Because you know that is very rare.
I'm just giving him the alternative because he thinks that they're telling the truth. So
Nah.
I'm saying, why you asking
No.
that they have the ability
Wait,
to lie,
the
boss
thing-
lady?
I'm getting too hot.
Chill.
How they get married?
So,
Fuck it, lie.
I'm cool out.
So Esso, to answer your question, it's not about me asking, right, to get the truth.
Okay.
It's me giving you an opportunity to tell me the truth.
But how do you know what the truth is? You're just gonna gauge it.
No, what I'm saying is that I'll log it in my mental book, and then 5 years down the line, be like, hey, bro, you know we ran train on your girl back in the day. In my mind, this bitch lied to me. I gave her an opportunity to tell me about it, and she didn't tell me about it. If I never find out about it, then it's cool.
But
if
did you just have the best?
I think most men want honesty than anything else. It's like when you're buying a car, I need to know I'm buying to fix or it's a brand new car. So that you give him a space to choose what type of a car he really wants. Like, I hope you understand when I use a car, according to the topic you're talking about, I'm just bringing a car for you guys to understand what I'm trying to say. So if they ask that question, it's easy to answer. You either tell him that, yes, this car is good, it needs a bit fixing, or it doesn't need fixing. That's why they're asking, what's your body count? Tell him. He'll decide whatever he wants. He'll decide whether he wants to get a new car or he wants a car for fixing. You know, whenever you keep it as a secret, you're just gonna assume that you've got a lot of body counts. Because women with low body counts, they usually say it even before the guy asks. Me, I didn't even wait for my guy to ask me what's my body count. I even said it without knowing that I'm saying it. Like, to make it as a big deal. But I don't want to say my body count. What? Why? Are you hiding something?
5 years of your life with her, or no?
I don't give a fuck how many years I had with her. Like, it's over.
When do you ask her this question?
And then-
What part of the dating stage do you ask her, hey, did 2 guys like...
When I decide
fuck you at
that
the
I
same time?
really like her, is
Wait.
when I start asking
Okay,
questions.
but
that I'm
then
like,
that's a selfish decision, because what if then you ask her and she's like, I did, because she likes you too and she wants to be honest with you, and then...
Wait, time out. First of all, I'm not naive. I'm the point guard in the game, right? So I'm saying that to say, I got you. Landis playing real quick.
Go ahead, let it plan, because I got your ass.
All right, so I'm not naive in this game. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm doing. So when I decide that I like you, it's because I know you already decided that you really like me. You know what I'm saying? So once I know that, then I'm like, all right, cool. Then I give you a chance to start really
And she
opening
says
up.
yes, she did.
All right, so then that is up to me. If I really like her, then I'm like, all right, cool, we're gonna move forward. If I don't like her that much,
No, you're not.
So when you meet this perfect girl that's not gonna lie to you, are you gonna tell her?
time out. Why are we talking about perfect?
Are you gonna, when you meet this girl that doesn't tell you any lies and is gonna tell you how much her body count is, are you gonna tell her that you've been loving eating pussy and fucking raw bitches?
Yes, it's on. It's already. Oh, first of all, let me tell you something.
for you.
Let me tell you something. First and
You've
foremost,
been fucking and fucking and
Yeah,
fucking.
I've been
raw,
fucking raw,
eating,
eating.
body beautiful, lick her asshole. Yep.
Look,
gonna
I'm
tell her all
a,
that shit, and is she gonna?
wait.
If she judges you, what if you really want this girl? If she judges you and says, "I don't want to fuck with you," how you gonna feel?
Exactly.
I don't care.
Okay, then cool. All right.
She'll be cool with everything. Probably
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, let me go for a second. Let me answer your
Raw
question,
talk.
right?
She'll be cool with
I'm
everything.
100% honest with every female that I ever really fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I fuck you on some one night stand, I don't really owe you no honesty. But like, I'm talking about, like, if I'm fucking with you and we're trying to build somewhere, and she asked me, first of all, girls already know not to ask me what's my body count. The first thing I'm gonna tell is I don't know, and I don't think you want to have that conversation.
We are very careful with who knows who we have sex with. Some women are not, but most women are.
True.
I absolutely disagree, and I don't think that at all. I think that there are some women that we just don't care to tell the world about, and I think there's some women that when we take an L,
You can tell your body count, but you can't tell everyone. You can only tell to that person who you really know that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. Like, there is no need to go around and say, I've slept with this. Like, you also need to be with privacy. Guys, I'm not saying that she needs to hide her body count. But if, for example, if your guy asks you and you know that you're going to be with him, there is no need for you to hide your body count. Tell him, this is my body count, and you give him a chance to decide what he wants. But going out with friends, telling them I've slept with this, I feel like it's not also nice.
when a guy takes an L, no one knows. Like,
Amongst my friends, I'm like, bitch. Let me tell you.
So you're not taking shit to the grave.
I won't even tell my friends if I don't want to.
I gotta tell my friends, like I gotta tell my best friends everything. Like, bitch, why did I do this? Let me tell you, I ain't gonna tell nobody else but you. But bitch, oh my god, it wasn't worth it, or it was worth it.
So being that you said that, that means Barbara don't know what she's talking about.
I be telling. I gotta.
Why are you coming for
Because she said
me all the
absolutely.
time?
She said absolutely women, and another woman right on this panel just said she runs to her friends and runs
I
her
tell
mouth
my
as soon as
friends.
she catches the body.
Okay, well, that's Jada.
Yeah, that's Jada.
We
Sorry,
already
Jada.
established
Jada's
this
being
is how
honest.
Jada is. She can be
Jada's
honest.
being
That's her
honest.
truth.
Yeah, that's her truth.
Her truth doesn't
Keep it to
have to be
myself.
all other women's truth.
Right.
The question is
That's a
who
fact.
does it
We
better.
already know that
Okay,
y'all
so-
not telling the truth.
But we
because
already
she's
know
hiding bodies.
women do it better. I'm just saying, I've been in a situation where I was hooking up with a guy and we agreed we weren't going to tell anyone because it was a sticky situation. You know, I used to mess with his friend and I didn't.
Got a lot going on, Barb.
Yeah.
wait, so you was the same person that's talking about this whole
I'm not gonna
friend
mess
thing?
with nobody.
Yo, are you serious?
So my truth is, okay, they were friends as in they just hung out.
Don't do that to her. Don't do that to her. We need to hear it.
Whatever, go ahead.
So I didn't want, everyone on the basketball team to know about it. So me and him were just keeping it on the low. And then I started dating someone else and he got jealous and then he went and told everybody. And I'm like, I thought we was taking it to the grave. And it's happened to multiple women that I know. And yes, we absolutely
What a remix.
keep the secret better.
Let me tell you like this.
What a
First of all,
remix.
when you're dealing with ball players and you go out of bounds, you went out of bounds, so he had the right to say whatever he wanted to say. All right.
True. He had it right, for real.
But I tell you like this, right? I personally think, or actually, I got a question. Okay, since women absolutely do it better,
Oh, absolutely.
right?
Don't look at me.
I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at these two right here.
Oh, God.
How many bodies to the grave have y'all took currently?
Okay.
Took it to the grave. You're not gonna tell.
No, I'm not saying who they are, but
we could give a number though. That's
you
not
have
really
4 bodies
telling.
that nobody knows about.
4.
Okay, Amanda.
I'm gonna say 2.
Man, they're always talking about some 201 shit. She always popping this 201 shit at once. 1, 2.
Because I'll be more interested if I say 5.
It would be more
Realistic,
truthful.
yeah.
No, but that's not the truth. Are we telling the truth?
Listen, I thought we was, but it do be some capping going on up here. That's all I'm saying.
No, there's no capping in rap.
In the fast forward, I think men keep their secrets better because they are mad. There are things that I know that my man here is not telling me that he's doing. I know I chill with Rico. He's not telling me everything that he's fucking doing, and I'm not telling him everything that I'm doing.
So Essa, what's your number? How many bodies have you took?
We're not doing that.
Oh no, we are doing that.
Yo, listen.
Here we are doing that.
No, we're not. Y'all make
I lost
rules.
count. I'm not gonna cap
Exactly.
Oh, you lost count?
because I don't talk
Now
to
that
nobody
sounds like
about
cap.
nothing.
Rico, what's your number?
Listen, Amanda, right? You know how
She had a lamp.
Nah. Amanda, so I would say like
We
this.
talking about bodies that we not telling nobody
Yeah.
about.
Why
right?
you're not telling?
Countless.
But that's what I wanted to ask. Like, I wanted to actually ask them, why didn't they? What made them
Not
want to
tell.
take those bodies to the grave?
Oh, the 4?
Yeah, or the 2, or whatever.
Are we giving reasons?
Oh, okay.
I just want to know why. Like, why would you take the body to the grave
If
for
they
a
were
woman? For a woman.
No, because you see, if I give my reason, I can potentially be outing myself.
Yeah.
So I'm going to withdraw
What?
from answering
Wait,
that
what?
question.
Why would you take a
I
body
plead
to
the
the
fifth. I plead
You're
the
not
fifth.
gonna tell
I'm
why
not.
you would
We're
take a
supposed
body
to
to
be
the grave.
No.
we're pulling back layers here, right? Look, my thing is,
Okay, Mr. Onion.
people are taking bodies to the grave, and we want to know why would you do that. So, based on your experience, why would people do that?
I think because either it makes you look bad to a group of friends, maybe, or
So if it makes you look bad, why did you do it?
You fucking the crew.
no.
I'm kidding.
8. 2, maybe they're not the cutest person, but there was some type of sexual
Looks. Okay, go ahead.
attraction. Or the other reason, I'm just thinking about my 4. And then the other reason, yeah, just
A one night stand.
that only happened to me
Horny.
one time.
Are you in Amanda's boat? 1, 2, 1, 2.
No, a one night stand only happened
hate me.
one time, and the stand has lasted because that's my man now.
Oh.
Okay.
But that wasn't the grave.
And that's not a one
Wow.
That's
night
not a
stand.
grave.
That's
No,
not a
I'm
one night
saying
stand. But
he said a
Like
one
that was
night
a one-night
stand, and I was
stand.
saying
What's
no,
the
but the
reason?
one night stand I've had lasted. So I'm saying, but the 2 main reasons, maybe it looks bad in the group of friends, and
I mean,
the
you
other
never
reason,
cheated on nobody. Wouldn't cheating be?
Yeah, I was, I'm just
cheating would
going
be
to
the main
throw out
reason.
some reasons.
Cheating,
You
yeah.
probably had a nigga, fuck somebody else. You going to take that to the grave. You probably was dealing with
What?
someone you wasn't supposed to. They got a girlfriend or something like
yeah,
that.
something like that.
Take it to the grave. This another
you trying to
person you
say?
probably
I'm
know
just saying,
messing with multiple different people, and you don't really want people to know that you was one of them. So you taking that to the grave.
Yeah.
If you have a partner, okay, and you cheat on your partner, or you do other things, everybody that you have done, you're taking it to the fucking grave.
Don't cheat.
That's why, okay, well, that's not reality. This is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about over the course of life, not what you're doing right now. Okay, because we know that we talk on this thing and we'll say, oh, no, we would never deal with somebody else, but then found out we would deal with somebody else. So we're talking about not what's going on right now, but what has happened through your course of life. So if you've been with a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever you may have, over the course of life, you have cheated once or twice or whatever, all those that you cheated with, those are bodies.
You're taking them to the grave.
You ain't telling. If you fucked your homeboy's homeboy, that's a body too. You know what I'm saying? So people catching mad bodies out here, and that's why I told them this here. It's not capping. It's countless. I've been in relationships for years. So everybody that I took was always what I wasn't supposed to do. So I had to keep it to myself, and I always did. And that's period. So if you have a man, which you have one, right?
Yeah.
All those we can't just sit down and figure out which bodies we're going to count, because I know women do that. I'm not going to count that as a body. I'm gonna selectively count that. I actually totally
That's very true. That's very true.
forgot all about him, so I'm not going to count him as a body. Oh, his dick was trash. That's not a body.
Yeah.
Oh, the trip was corny.
But the truth is, they're all bodies. That doesn't change that you've slept with someone.
He's not a body.
the numbers get so
Yo,
crazy.
exactly. That's how the numbers get skewed.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's why we keep it.
But all those are bodies, though, just in case that you don't know.
Not with me. I don't give a fuck. You gonna be with me or not? I got to pass. You got to pass. I don't listen. I don't give a fuck. You ain't gonna. I ain't got only 5 bodies. I got a couple. No.
Body count, because we can get into that.
No, but I know myself.
One connection I do want to make, a difference between guys and girls. Girls aren't really gonna tell you they real body count. Why? Because they keeping it on the hush.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why we keep it
Niggas,
better.
it's so like bragging about. Yeah,
First
I
of
got
all, we
20
don't tell
bodies,
you our
I
real
got-
body count
I got
either.
40. Guys, we're talking about hookups, not revealing who we slept with, and for girls, I feel like we lessen our body count. We never really give the true number of body counts because
We do. If you had low body count, it's really so easy for you to give up your body count. But if you had a high body count, that's why you're saying that women don't give out their body count.
It increases our value. And I just want to get to the bottom of like why does this happen? Like,
okay, yeah, like for me, I think I have PTSD because in high school it was looked down upon if you had multiple partners. And I did date all throughout high school, but then my senior year when I was single, I had fun. And people would call me a hoe. They were put it out on Facebook, and I just felt like I was being bullied for choosing to have sex with people when I wanted to have sex with them at that time. And I think that is why
Girls sleeping out with a lot of guys, that doesn't mean that you're so beautiful. That means you're so cheap.
women hide their body count or they take bodies to the grave, as you said, because we're shamed on it when guys say, oh, like I've had guys lie on their dick about me so many times to the extent where a guy, one of the guys that I was working with in a restaurant, and I hope you see this. One of the guys that I was working with in a restaurant, I was starting to date another guy that was there. And he told people like, oh, me and Barbara are having relationships or whatever. And he went to the extreme to get a porn tape of a girl who has my complexion and said, this is me and Barbara last Wednesday. If I were you, I wouldn't date her. Now, that's just one of the many guys that lied on their dick about me.
oh, what a delusion.
Yes, a major delusion. And I was like, if you don't tell the truth right now, then I'm going to tell your dad, who is the head chef.
I'm going to tell your father.
Who is the head chef. Like, you need to get your son before I fuck everything up in there. I don't give a fuck about that job or anything, but you're not about to lie on my beautiful flower because you think that fucking me is going to give you points. And for all the guys that lied on their dick about me, I understand why, because seriously, like it just sucked. So that's why I feel like I would keep a lot of my bodies a secret.
Yeah, and that makes sense because I feel like women do get shamed a lot for having a high body count. Now, Esso, I do want to ask you, you did say that when women have a high body count, it does decrease their value. So talk on that.
Us men look at it as it's a decision-making type of thing. You know what I'm saying? It's your thought process. So if you keep getting caught out here, like she said, she conversed with a few cornballs, you know what I'm saying? And it kept coming back to bite her in her ass, right? So we got to go to the people that you might be choosing when you're looking and when you're going down that road that you really would need to worry about your body count or worry about if they're telling. My thought process is sex is, I've said this before, men have sex with women and have sex with them and don't even really like them. They're just attracted to them.
Very true. It's not like husband. Women are very emotional beings, so they get attached so quickly and it messes with your mental stability. You'll be thinking of multiple men. Like, why would a man want to take a woman seriously who already been conquered? Because a man and a woman are different genders. We can't compare ourselves on them. So he's right that men can sleep with a woman like without any feelings attached.
And after we have sex with them, we want to get up and we want to go. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the body count for us is, we look at it differently because we're looking to build the body count. We're able to tell you like, yo, Reek, this is what I might have did. This is what I might have done. Yo, I'm out here in these streets. I might not tell them blah, blah. But women must keep it a secret. And when you have that type of thing that's really going on, because us men really do look at that. Like, you laid down with how many dudes and how many times? Because we look at that like you must have really thought you liked these motherfuckers.
So it's a double standard.
No, because it's your thought process. You're going into it giving us the idea that you really like these people or you thought that they were good people. That's why you're giving them your beautiful flower. Correct?
What about you?
Well, I'm not trying to build with them when I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Like, if I meet 100 women, no cap, I really might like 2 or 3 of them, maximum. Like, you really don't like them. And I always would tell my wife this. I said, yo, and she laughed at me. I said, men really don't like women, right? They need y'all. Like, niggas ain't gay. They want your pussy. They want this. Most men don't really like y'all. When they meet y'all are trophies. Y'all are pieces to them.
And a lot of times, though, men will put their best foot forward and make it seem like they do like you.
Yeah.
And that they
Exactly.
want more from you than just the pussy. So sometimes you might be giving it up thinking like this might go somewhere, but motherfucker, be real about your shit. If you don't fuck with me, if you don't like me, if you just want to fuck,
It be the niggas,
It be your
and sometimes it's fault.
Beat one
And
voice,
then
right?
sometimes
One
with
voice.
us women, it's the same way. Like, look, I just want to bust a nut. Like,
Jada,
that could be it.
you know when you fucking with these niggas, when you said your 5 body count and a couple more of them, you knew them niggas wasn't going nowhere. You wasn't planning on trying to be with them niggas.
I wasn't planning on trying to be with a
You want to
couple of them.
believe the game, so it makes it cool for you to give up
But
the
y'all
pussy.
playing the game.
And then you can turn around.
Yeah, y'all playing the
you
game.
know you're playing the game.
So nobody ever knows. So that's why it doesn't
Hold on,
fucking
can I say
matter.
something? It's one voice. If I'm dribbling the basketball and I pass it to you, you playing the game too, nigga. You ain't just gonna put the ball down and walk off the court. You in the game too. Me and you in the same game. While I'm spitting you game, you know I'm spitting game.
First of all, I'm a jigger. I'm a girl nigga.
You see my car outside, so you a jigger, right? Okay,
I'm a
cool.
jigger.
You see my car outside, you know how I'm coming when you meet me. All right? This game is
right.
this
And we
game
play
is
games
a
too.
you have women that are being the most taken care of by niggas that know that they're It
skeezers.
don't last, Jada. We're talking about when
I'm not saying that that's what I believe in. I'm just saying there's just no way to win in that kind of situation.
we're not talking, but we go ahead.
This is the bitter truth, is a reflection of your characters. Because if it doesn't matter to you, then why are you ashamed of it? So the only medicine I know for us women is like to go back to our old days whereby no sex before marriage. That will be so easy for women to say their body count. Because nowadays women are so scared of saying their body counts. They have slept with a lot of men. And if you don't want to be ashamed, don't sleep out with a lot of men. Period.
Hey, Rick, I'm sorry.
All right, so I'm listening to everybody right now, right? And you know I agree with SO already. But just to piggyback off of it, this is what I don't like. You know what I'm saying? I don't like when anybody doesn't have accountability for their actions. So when I'm saying that in regards of, you know a man is throwing game at you. Even if you don't know a man is throwing game at you, you open your legs up and you lay with that man, you wear that.
If you love this video, go to the comment section and say, "For in love."